Crooked Talk Straight. I am Katie Myers.
And I am Leanne Jameson.
And we are,
Hi.
hi, and we are in a space of gratitude. This episode is going to air the week of Thanksgiving. I think it's so important. I have a gratitude practice. I think it changes, well, we know scientifically proven that gratitude raises our energy vibration. It creates and fosters more positivity. All the things. It's just a wise practice to be in. And so I'm just in such a space of gratitude. I do a gratitude listing. Okay, back up.
Back it up. Beep, beep, what?
Beep, 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 I want us to talk about like what our gratitude practices are, because I think so often people are like, oh, be in a place of gratitude. And this is not toxic positivity, toxic gratitude, where it's like you're just diagnosed with something awful and like, but I have opposable thumbs.
Right.
We're not discounting very real and invalidating very hard real experiences. However, my belief and my experience, because I've been doing a gratitude practice since I was in your program, which is coming up on 3 years now. And so I have this practice. I text, there's a group of women. Shout out to the gratitude text thread. But we text. I've not been, actually, this is a really good call to action for me because I've not been super consistent, but I text at least twice a week, at least.
Yeah.
But daily, I am going into my quiet space of what am I really grateful for? Like what is out there in my life that I am thankful for, that I have gratitude for, that I appreciate. And that, like, literally 2 minutes out of my day, which if you don't have time for a gratitude list, you're lying to yourself, because you've got time.
You have time. Stop scrolling and do your gratitude list.
Yeah, and so like, I'm actually gonna pull up gratitude list. What do you do for your, like, because that's what I learned it from you.
Yeah. So I definitely have a consistent gratitude list that I've been doing for years, probably almost a decade now, honestly. And sometimes it does vary, but it's always, there's always like the main like top 5 gratitude. Sometimes I'll do 10. But what I love to do too is doing future gratitudes.
Manifesting gratitude. Yay.
So and gratitude is part of my daily walk with my dog too. So it's, I will focus on, because I know, like, I can tell when I start, sometimes I'll get into like a rumination and I'm like having conversations in my head that haven't happened, and I'm having arguments that haven't happened, and I'm like, whoa, hold on a second, let me just like look the fuck up and look at the trees and the abundance around me. And that was actually one of my gratitudes this morning, of just like, I'm so grateful for all the abundance that like surrounds me. And I was just truly looking at like nature, and like, who could question how loved we are, right? And how highly regarded we are to have all of this, right? To have the sun and the beach and the ocean and like, hell to the yes. And the beautiful flowers and the trees that are shedding, and like, just, I don't know, I'm in awe all the time. So that's really my gratitude. So I do it multiple times throughout the day. I also make sure to like let other people know how grateful I am. So, telling my husband, like, I'm really grateful that, you were any little thing, right? Like that. I was even thinking this morning, I'm like, my gosh, it was, like, I don't even know why. Like, we have 65 to 95,000 thoughts a day. So, sometimes I just don't question where they come from. They just come and I recognize them. But I was just thinking, I'm like, gosh, why did we get married? I'm like, we're so different, right? We're so different. We have different belief systems, different political views, different everything. And I was like, God, he just makes me feel so safe and secure. And like, that was like, I've always felt that, and like recognizing that. And actually I didn't have time to tell him, so I'll swing back in after this and let him know. But yeah, sharing your gratitude with somebody else is really powerful as well. So it's this internal shift of, yeah, shit might be hitting the fan, and right,
Yeah.
there's still so much to be grateful for. And it will, I don't know, I've seen it change. I know it changes my life. I know that, again, in
It's changed
research.
mine.
Yeah, exactly. It shows to, it's proven to shift your energy and your mindset and creates even more abundance in your
Mm-hmm.
life, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's this, it just really quick, this book that like, it's called The Luck Factor, and it really actually talks about, it's not like, it demystifies, it debunks like luck. There is no such thing as luck. There's this different, they did this whole research project, or this whole research about people that are more pessimistic and optimistic, and just like it's the optimism, and that's the gratitude, and that we optimistic people tend to have more opportunities because they're engaged more in life, and they're talking, they're just present. So, and I think that that to me is, gratitude fosters that positivity, that optimism. So
1,000%.
mm-hmm.
I am wanting to give the challenge to
Mm.
listeners. If you listen to this on the Monday that it will air, which is the 20, where
Is
my
it the week
calendar go?
of the week
The
of Thanksgiving?
25th, Monday, November 25th, the week of Thanksgiving. I want to encourage you to do, and we'll start small, the next 4 days. So today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thanksgiving Day. But to come up with a practice where you create your list and you either put it in your phone or you write it out, something that you can go back to, because I think that's also really
Mm.
powerful when we go back to gratitudes from the past. I can scroll through my text thread and look at things that I was grateful for 6 months ago, a year ago, however far back it will let me go. And like
Mm.
that's so you're kind of like memorializing it, like write it down, um, capture it. The second thing is, or the second day, Tuesday, I want you to find one person that you can let them know how grateful you are for them. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking on the fly. The third thing for Wednesday, I want you to be thinking about a way to show gratitude. So Tuesday is all about verbalizing it. Wednesday is putting it into action. So I know that, and this kind of can like weave into like love languages. I know that my husband really likes it when I um, like do a fold laundry. I also like it when he folds laundry. So this is this right. But one way I can show my appreciation for him is to do some of the things that he does for me on like the regular, and that is a way an actionable gratitude.
Mm.
So today is memorialize it, write it down, log it. 5 things. What are you grateful for? The sun's shining. You have electricity. You have opposable thumbs. You have a car with gas in it. You have health and wellness. Whatever. Make a list. Tomorrow, say it to someone, let them know that you are grateful for them. Wednesday, actionable gratitude. And then Thursday, help. I don't know what to do on Thursday.
I want you to include everybody. So maybe even going around the table and just saying like, why don't we just offer 5 gratitudes or 3 gratitudes or something like that? Get other people involved.
Oh
Um,
my gosh, I could just imagine like raising the collective energy. And I know a lot of families do this on Thanksgiving where like because
right.
it's the day of Thanksgiving and like what are you thankful for? But like really make it something like take a minute, like take a minute to really think about what are you grateful for and share that collectively. Let that be the collective gratitude and see how that doesn't just raise the energy and shift everything.
Yes. Yeah. Another fun thing to do that like really raises the energy, and maybe it's just like this different twist on gratitude, where it's like go around the table and ask people about their joy memories. Like what is a memory that brought them joy? And there's like another way to, with again just a little twist of like offering gratitude for that moment, sharing the joy, seeing the smiles come to people's faces
Mm.
as you're remembering this. And it's really interesting to see the different memories that even family members have, like even of the same, maybe even the same like trip that you took and stuff like that. And it's just like watching the table laugh and watching, the smiles come across and the memories being shared is so valuable. And what's even cooler is like when your kid, like if you have kids or anything like that, when they're around to watch that and then to partake in that too. Like talk about hitting generations, right? Um, so that's what I would really encourage, and I really encourage you to do the future gratitudes, right? It's so funny. I actually, when you had mentioned like, oh, it's nice to memorialize it and you can go back, like I have all of my old journals right over here, so I grabbed one and I was like, oh my gosh, I've been writing one of the same ones over and over because it's true every single time. Is I am grateful for waking up to a new day filled with possibilities and opportunities. Like that is like one of my like staple,
Yeah.
and then like other ones fluctuate. But even looking at like old things, like I love doing the future gratitudes and keeping those because you'll look back and you'll say, holy shit, like this actually happened.
I
It's
know.
really cool.
The manifesting, the be grateful for something wild, right? Like be grateful for something and like just feel that energy. That
Yes.
it, even if it's like something that may not happen in the near future or may not happen for a long time, or the energy, the feeling that comes from it is
Mm-hmm.
is what I would love to just be able to like bottle and like take on this.
I
But like we don't
we
have to
don't need to
bottle.
bottle
We don't
it.
have to bottle
We
it.
are the bottle. We are the bottle.
You are the vessel. You are the vessel that holds the magic of
Yes.
gratitude.
Aw.
So I want to take a minute and like express my gratitude for Leanne. I know we have these love fests every once in a while, but like I literally, and I'll probably say very similar things that I've said in the past, but it all is so true. I would not be where I am today had it not been for you
Mm.
following your heart and your dreams and your passion and your dedication to doing what you do in your life on a personal level and then what you created on a professional level. I would, I don't, I do know where I would be, and I'm so glad that I'm here and not there.
Aw.
Um, and and I'm thankful that there are other women that you have collectively like gathered and created this tribe of like-minded women, because that is where we talked about last episode of like women rising up and supporting and celebrating each other. That is what makes a difference in my world every fucking day.
Yes, absolutely.
I love
Aw,
you.
thank you. I love you too. Well, and I wouldn't be here without you. And I don't know if I say this anyways, regardless. I'm like, I don't feel like I say it enough. But like you pushed me so many different ways outside of my comfort zone as we were like growing up together professionally and personally, and like your joy and your just like gift that you give just so naturally of joy and inspiration to others and challenging the status quo and looking at what's possible. And like I just like there's so many beautiful moments that I have, just like these snippets of moments with you, where we're just laughing. And I mean it's so genuine, it's so authentic. And sometimes we would be crying, but we've gone through all of the emotions together and all of the dreams together. And even with like the dreams of our business and getting into that, and then both of us going our separate ways and then coming back together. And I mean, like you've always been that inspiration, and we've always been meant to be together. And yeah, and I just love how divinely aligned it is. But thank you for shining your light, and letting me see what's possible, and challenging me and really showing up in so many different ways, like past your comfort zone, but with such a confidence too. Like I just remember so many times when, like I remember when you were going on TV and like being there with you and just like, oh my gosh, it was just the coolest thing to watch and to be a part of. So thank you for your inspiration. I love you.
Love you.
So hopefully that gave you all the warm and fuzzies too. And as you can see, right, how powerful it is to just take these moments to reminisce, to just take a moment that literally, this was a 15-minute episode. Come on, people. It does not take long. Put the phone down. Just go to somebody, let them know how grateful you are. And see what gets to happen in your life, in your body, and in your day when you actually practice this. So you have your laid out plan of action for gratitude for this week. So we would love to hear how it goes. We would love to see the gratitudes that you have. So post them, and let us know so that we can all celebrate together. So, and we are grateful for all of you trailblazers, for showing up, for leading the way, for listening to us, and be sure you like, subscribe, and share. Because guess what?
That's an actionable gratitude. You can.
That is, and send it to somebody who really needs to hear this, because we want to raise the collective. So thank you. As always, right? Let your light shine. Live in your legacy. Be the change in the world. Be the change in your life, because you're worth it and you deserve the absolute best that you desire. So, sending so much light and love to all of you. Until next time. Mwah.
Mwah.